Hi, my name is Kristin Kaufman. Welcome. For those of y'all whom I've not met, I'm a recovering corporate executive. That's how I like to refer myself. And I'm now in the business of helping people create the lives they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. And today I wanted to talk about 4 key tips on how we can actually make that a reality. And the 4 tips are going to be primarily focused on the financial aspect of creating the life we want, but it also has a couple of other little tips on how to integrate that into our life. So the first truism is we have to be able to build top line and bottom line health in our financial picture. So that means that we have to increase the amount of money that we potentially are making, but also be very prudent in how we save and invest in our finances. I think a lot of times people think that they can make a whole lot of money and not put any away, and it will be this bottomless pit of manna from heaven to create this wonderful financial stream of income forever and ever and ever. And that's really folly. We have to actually increase the amount of revenue that we are bringing into ourselves, and we need to save prudently and to actually have a strong investment strategy. So that's the first realistic truism when you're trying to create a life for yourself. You want to maximize your earnings, but you also want to maximize your savings. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, and this has to go with that whole top line picture. We need to be able to tap into both active and passive revenue streams. And many of you all who follow me know that I'm a huge believer in having multiple revenue streams. The average millionaire in today's world has between 7 and 10 revenue streams. And those revenue streams can be through active work, meaning the standard 9-to-5 job, and it can also be passive revenue, meaning revenue that we have built by investing perhaps upfront in an initiative or in an endeavor, and having that revenue stream continue long after we have done what I call the heavy lifting early on in that business opportunity. So what that translates to are things like rental properties, book royalties, oil and gas royalties, possibly affiliate marketing, possibly having an online internet course, and certainly possibly building out what I call the best opportunity of our generation, and that is the direct sales business, which is heavily leveraged on the internet and social media in today's world. So regardless of how that becomes a reality for you personally, the universal truth is having both passive and active revenue is one of the critical success factors of creating the life that we want with that financial foundation that we want. So that's point number 2. Point number 3 is we have to get out of our comfort zone and be comfortable with taking a risk. I have to tell you, so many people that I coach in one of my businesses, they have become very comfortable in a corporate job, and they're on that hamster wheel running. It's not a 9-to-5 job; it's actually an 8-to-8 job typically, and that is really where they are putting most of their energies. And they're scared to jump out of the mothership, as I call it, onto a pod, using a Star Trek analogies, to create really the life they want, perhaps through an alternative revenue stream, an at-home business, or some other sort of residual income. So the third point, if you really want to try to create the life that you want, we have to be comfortable taking risks and getting outside of our comfort zone and continuing to be a lifelong learner. I know for myself, when I left corporate America about 15 years ago and I started building one of my businesses, I now have multiple revenue streams, I was scared to death. I had to absolutely get up on my hind legs, as my mother would say, and look that tiger in the eye and really put forth the same effort that I put forth in corporate America, but creating my own business. And I surrounded myself with people that helped me be the best that I could be. I hired an executive coach. I hung on her every word to help me really become familiar with what I wanted and to get comfortable with what I wanted. And I have continued that practice for the last 15 plus years. In fact, this past year, I have hired a social media coach who is absolutely blowing my mind, because I don't think I realized how obsolete I had become in the way in which I was marketing myself. And now I'm tackling a whole new way of building out my business through automated social media strategies. So the takeaway on point number 3 is get out of your comfort zone, Get comfortable with taking a risk and surround yourself with people who will help you become the best you can be so that you can continue to be a lifelong learner. And the fourth tip that I would say, we have to invest in ourselves. Absolutely, it's critical that we invest in our finances, whether it be in the stock market, whether it be through municipal bonds or any of these other aspects that I've shared with you, whether it be rental properties or oil and gas, writing a book, etc. But we also have to invest in ourselves, and that's very tightly tied to point number 3, which is surround yourself with people who will help you up your game. Invest in learning, invest in stretching yourself, take classes, take online courses, go to yoga every day, work out every day, eat right. Make sure that you are making the most of your own body, your own vessel. Because if we don't invest in ourselves, then all of this other is just, frankly, it's also folly. Because we could do all of that investing only to have ourselves not be at our optimal, and certainly we would not be manifesting what I think is intended for us in this life. So those are my 4 tips on how to create a foundation on which to create the life that you want. Passive and active income, having top line and bottom line health in your financial picture, getting out of your comfort zone, taking a risk, and surrounding yourself with people who will buoy you and who will help you become the best and most you can be. And the 4th is continue to invest in yourself, continue to grow, continue to stretch, continue to learn, and that will help keep us on the trajectory to create the life we want. So again, my name is Kristin Kaufman. I'm in the business of helping people create the lives they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. And if this video has resonated with you and you're taking something away from it, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll put the link down below in the comments section. I come out with these videos every couple of days, and I'm trying very hard to give you all tips and techniques that have helped me in my life and potentially will help you in yours. Thank you so much. Have a great day and make it the best week of the month.